Yo guys, my name is Kees and this is Beyond Yourself. Today I want to talk about independent thinking, and what I mean by this is you form like your own ideas on things and your own worldview, and you don't let it control too much by your surroundings. And of course, when we grow up, from when we're like a kid, your parents teach you like certain values and certain things that are really useful, and you hold on to them like a really long time in your life. But at some point in your life you need to start like thinking for yourself, and also during puberty you also like thinking really in a way of being accepted by the group. But at a certain age you start to feel, at least I felt this way, like you get like your own ideas on things, and they are not all the time like the same as your environment. So you wanna live a life which is in line with those ideas of your own, and you want a life which is formed, in my opinion, by your own values and your ideas, and not by a bunch of values and ideas which are given to you by your environment. So that's why I think it's really important that you think independently. And I don't also think this egoistically or something. I think if you have respect for everyone, then, for example, if I'm with a person who thinks completely different than I do, I can still respect the other person. And this is like something which goes really wrong in the times in this era, because if someone has a different opinion, for example on social media, they will just be pointed like, look, this loser, or they will just be framed immediately, and you get really big polarity. And I talk about it in other videos as well. This is like really bad. So it's a very important thing that you always respect the other side. And even if you are not getting respected, it's still important to think independently, and then maybe you make some enemies, but in my opinion that is no problem. And the reason why a lot of people don't think independently is because the fear of possible rejection. So what I was telling earlier on, like getting rejected by your family or by your friends, and that is for you a reason because you always want to be part of it. And this is some feeling which is like really deeply rooted in our species, because this is literally a base human need. But I think, and if you have the right people around you, you can still think independently and they will respect you for that. And yeah, maybe on some topics you cannot really have good conversations on, but then still you can be next to each other, I think, as family or friends. And yeah, so I think thinking independently is really important. And then maybe another question arises right now, like how maybe you feel like you cannot really you have like your own thoughts and you have like your own ideas, but you cannot really fit them into your life, so you cannot really act like them. And this is also a big problem, of course, because at the end of the day you want to live a life which is in line with your own values, but maybe you're too scared or something. And yeah, this is also what I tell in a lot of other videos. If you feel like you can't, just start proving to yourself that you can, like in the really small things. So baby steps, and just keep moving forward. Like the video if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more, and see you in another video. Ciao.